We're gaming. I mean, we're not gaming. We're complaining. Shadow Generation. Good game. I enjoy it for the most part, even though I've only been through 3 acts now. Way too many people complaining about the remake of Generations. When it's not a remake, it's just a bundle that's with Shadow Generations. But there are so many fucking gooners about Rouge. What is this about? Is this about the game? Or is this about an anthropomorphic bat? Do you have anything about this, lulnut? Apparently you do. You wanted to DM me personally on Steam complaining. We'll get back to him in a minute. So, I have the pre-release version. As of recording, it is only 23rd of October, Wednesday. And honestly, game's amazing. I know there's a couple of bugs. If you're already playing, back out, go back in after changing the DLC skin. Their top texture or their light mapping is just gone. It's just gone. So there's a fix for you, Sega. Aside from that, I love the control scheme. Like, I'm glad they changed around. Well, I'm not glad they changed around the buttons. I'm glad they made you can change it back, because apparently they made it so dash was bottom right trigger, which I guess makes sense if you're playing a racing game, but we're playing a Sonic game, so I would much rather use square or X as my dash. So back to Sonic Generations. A lot of people are complaining that the script was changed. No, it wasn't. Not in the slightest. What Sega did, they skimmed through the MOVs, they found, hey, this part isn't really necessary to the story of the game, let's remove it. And now people are boycotting it? Sure, let's go with that. I genuinely don't know why people are giving it such a big fuss, because people are saying it ruins Sonic Generations. This was just a re-release of Sonic Generations with now a new Shadow episode. It was not a fucking remaster of Sonic Generations. The most they did was change the graphics settings from an X9 to X10, I think it is. But no, all the complaining about the new Sonic Generations is they removed a bunch of the script and they covered Rouge's back. I fucking hate that they covered Rouge's back. I want my mommy milky bat titty. Honestly, I have no idea what's going on. I've never played the game. I've never, seen the game. I've never actually cared about it. So, when I was sitting there watching through the cutscenes or MOVs for the first time, I got the story pretty fucking fine. I got through it fine. I don't know what's wrong. Nothing's wrong. I knew the story. I did not see Knuckles calling Sonic fat. Oh no, the game is ruined. I didn't see Sonic put his hand on Amy's face. Oh no, I don't want to play this game anymore. Please destroy it. And it's not even like the remaster ruined Sonic Generations as a whole. You can still buy the original Sonic Generations. It's not gone. It's not ruined. It's right here, unchanged. I will not be spending, $64 for the original Generations just to prove a point? Sonic Generations rewrite is pointless by Splash Dash. First of all, not a rewrite. It was minor animation change with some cut unneeded scenes. And everybody who is like, oh, they shouldn't have changed it, keeps making that argument of, then why did they remove it? Because it had nothing to do with the game. It had nothing to do with the story. No, apparently Knuckles calling Sonic fat is damn near fucking important to the game or something. I don't know anymore. I don't know. I genuinely don't want to go watch this just because I'm making my own video, so go watch Splash Dash be an absolute idiot over minor details. And if you're watching this, hi Splash. So I saved a few of my favorite Sonic Generations, like not fan comments, but in the discussion tab on Steam. It's just a lot of people up here making their own discussions like, censoring a celebration of Sonic's history? Like, this is such a big problem. What did they censor? I don't see any censoring. Unless you're talking about the leftist woke and all the sensitive people that are like, no fat shaming. No, they didn't remove that because of no fat shaming. They removed it because it was like, it's not important to the story at all. I need a counter of how many times I said not important to the story. Because the shit that was changed is not important to the fucking story. What aren't you getting by that, you fucking Sonic Generations is supposed to be a celebration of Sonic's history. Now they use this remaster, not a remaster, as a way to revise and erase Sonic's history. How did they erase it? The game's still there. It wasn't changed. This is just a different version. Amy no longer loves Sonic. That's fucking wrong. That's just wrong. She literally still loves him in every way. They're just removing a scene where Sonic puts his hand on Amy's face when she's trying to give him a cupcake. They went as far to reanimate every cutscene where she showed affection to Sonic. No, they didn't. They just removed it because it's not important to the fucking story. Rouge's costume is censored. No, it's not. They just hid her fucking back shoulder blades. That's about it. And if you're worrying that they sunk in her chest plate, I think it is. Yeah, her chest plate is like pushed up more. Oh no. You can't see corner of bat tit. Cry me a fucking river. Knuckles no longer as classic Sonic if he gain weight as to not offend people. Again, it's not the point why they removed it. It's not important to the fucking store. Many other dialogue changes. Literally, that is not true. They just removed some. Don't forget, they also changed Fang the Sniper's name from Fang the Hunter. Yeah, it's almost as if they had to change it because there was a lot of gun shootings in the capital of New York. Blame America for that. This is giving flashbacks of Sonic X's 4Kids censorship. Maybe regional changes. I don't know about censorship. Forgot to mention this is a follow-up to 2005 Shadow the Hedgehog. You'd expect it to return to the dark and edgy, ironic that the Shadow version of Sonic Generations is the same. What? Safe version? Maria literally gets shot. You hear the gunshot. Bang! Maria's dead.
A series of tragedies befell the Ark. The military sought to cover everything up. They took the lives of Gerald and Maria and sealed Shadow away.
She fucking died. She got shot in the back. You heard her got shot. There is no safe version. I really like Radio Disney. I don't care, neither does anyone else. Thank you. And Grim Atcherman, we'll be seeing a lot of him, by the way. Amy still loves Sonic. This has been went over multiple times. You don't need to be obsessive stalker to love someone. Yeah. and I love these ones specifically because it's just like joke posts, clearly. No boobs? Boycott! This is not the Sonic Hedgehog I know. Where are the big bouncing breasts of my son? I love people. Thank you, Mage Punch. You're making this a lot easier to choke down. This, right here. Mighty Lulnut. I know you're watching. Hi. Do you like the video so far? How about you give it a like? Subscribe, maybe. You won't? Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured. And I know you're just going to use my face to try and find me on the internet. Good luck with that. I hope you find my name, address, social security, VIN number, and at the same time I won't be caring because you're getting ratioed on the internet and you're continuing to make an absolute fucking idiot of yourself. Enjoy the video. boycotting this game over censorship. I was gonna give this a buy, but now after seeing the leaked written script and the needless censorship they pulled with Rouge, that's not the first time he pulled it up several fucking times, and when we talked he literally said, I only brought it up like once, and it wasn't even important. You literally pointed it out. You pointed it out. Like, you were mainly focused on Rouge. Right there. I will be boycotting my first Sonic game. Cry more. I will be boycotting my first Sonic game in 21 years, thanks to censorship courtesy of both Ian Flynn and Hit Detection. Do you think one person cared that you're boycotting? They don't. It's funny. I know none of you will listen, right? So stop talking. Just stop. Please. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying. Please stop talking. I have gone fucking mentally insane reading your goddamn comment. But I will not stand for the bastardization of the original game in any form, minor or major. The original game wasn't changed. Again, new game. Last time I checked, this is an entirely new game. Sure, Sonic Generations in here, but that's not the main focus. That is. It does a disjustice to the original game's legacy. The original game's legacy is still there. It's called Go Buy the Other Fucking Game. Robs people of the original experience. No, it doesn't. It's called Go Buy the Other. A remake this is not. So this is in poor taste on everyone's involved's part. Yup, there's Greenwich Tramont there. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. I'm sorry. Lamau Ian literally helped create a character that has bigger tits than Rouge, called Lanolin. Also, Amy still has a crush on Sonic. IDW proves as much. Stairmaster. I can't believe they made Shadow black. Ugh. And here comes Mighty Lulnut. I am not interested in the IDW comics here. I'm angry that they chose to actively rewrite and censor a 13-year-old game while somehow Colors Ultimate didn't get the same treatment. Tip my fedora to you, sir, I guess. And again, not a rewrite. Just a repost, basically, with some minor changes. Game's still there. Also, the Colors remake was because it was so fucking bad that it needed to be changed. And they tried. And they failed. Because of Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors is just bad. You know damn well the comics have nothing to do why people like me are mad. Also, a lamb, seriously? Who the fuck whacks off to an anthro lamb? Who the fuck beats off to an anthro bat? Clearly you do. Kaizen rapes. Thank you, Sega, for opening my eyes. I didn't realize how overly sexualized Rouge was, but after covering her back and cleavage, I suddenly hit me, and that kids should not be exposed to such imagery, because it could corrupt them and turn them into furries. I'm a furry. Do you have a problem with me Kaizen rapes? Are you gonna rape me? Do it.
What?
I used to think what Knuckles said about Sonic's weight was an innocent joke, but now I understand that it's a disgusting display of fat shaming. Again, no it does not. It is literally them cutting out a part of a MOV that is not necessary to the story. The change in Amy's biography, suggesting that she was crazily in love with Sonic. Wait, really? Hang on. Amy Rose, a cheerful girl who loves Oh, no, not even loves Sonic. A cheerful girl who loves to help others. Sonic inspired her to be her very best. She's an energetic go-getter with the help of her Pico Pico hammer and her fortune cards. Nothing gets in her way. Cool. We learned about Amy Rose today. I hope you guys are happy. It also doesn't matter that she fucking loves Sonic. Because, again, this is a video game. A game where you're a blue hedgehog with sound-defying powers that can just fucking spin into a ball, go at the speed of light, and do countless of other impossible bullshit. So, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you're that pressed that they're not saying Amy loves Sonic, go write your own fanfic. Sega's not gonna do it for you. Please? It's annoying. Whenever you're playing Shadow Generations, it has to make a quick swap over to a different EXE for just Generations. Can I... Actually, is there like 2 different executables in the folder? Yeah, Sonic Generations, Sonic X Shadow Generations. Look at that. We learned something today. On top of people being absolute fucking gooners and retards. Yeah, right here. They changed Amy's biography, suggesting that she was crazy in love with Sonic. Also positive because now she is finally a strong woman for whom Sonic is merely an inspiration. Yeah, that's the point. And of course, removing the scene where Sonic places his hand on Amy's face is a huge plus because I can't believe in such an act of aggression towards a woman was ever shown on screen. You are so fucking brain rotted, it's not even funny. Slider86, you win! Ah, yes, the fucking sexual claims, the LGBTQ claims. I don't know where this is even coming off of. LGBT? Really? Which rainbow cultist tagged it? Leave our games alone, not everything needs to be sexualized and gay! Super X Tornado. Wow, you sure are hateful, yeah. Berries and cream. Is it true? It's censored. A video on how it got ruined. And whoever made that thumbnail, stop making YouTube videos. Go back to TikTok. Go back to TikTok on your fucking Rouge X Tails 69. So they censored the Batgirl tune, lol, and removed offensive dialogues to avoid offending people with overweight or something. Yeah. And here comes back with Kaizen. They covered Rouge's back and neckline, removed the scene where Sonic has his hands on Amy's face, but kept the scene where Amy does this to Knuckles. They also removed Knuckles' joke about Sonic gaining weight, and Amy's biography changed to emphasize Sonic as an inspiration rather than a love interest. So not only did Gooner Squad kill my fucking brain cells, it also killed the battery on my camera. Let's beat around. Berries and cream, he wants to cream and cream. Kaizen rapes, yes he does. You're mad because they censored Rouge's back, I'm mad because they took Xiao's gun. We are not the same. Censorship, boycott, they removed kissing scene between Rouge and Blaze the cat. No thanks. People losing their minds over censorship, you're damn right. About the boycott, boys, it's time to boycott. Who's with me? I'm boycotting this thread. Good idea. Nothing's being censored. Go outside. All of you are embarrassing. Who gives a fuck if Rouge looks slightly different, if Amy's more of a character than just a loving Sonic? Get off Rule 34 and go outside for the love of God. Damn right. Court Jester Cowboy. Look at that, he's banned. Do not support this game. We must demand what we want. What do you want? What did you want from a rewrite of Sonic Generations? More sex? More boobs? More back? He's mad because Sonic Heroes didn't get a Child Garden. He's mad 06 it was bad. He's mad Unleashed said they were incorporating more chows. Is he like a sexually obsessed with chows? I'm so confused. It's nothing but chow, 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 chow. Do you want to fuck one? Wow, I'm actually surprised they censored this game. I saw the changes. Like, what the fuck? Why? There was no changes. Or censoring. They removed some things that weren't important. Finally, the mighty lulnut. For those thinking the censorship is just about Rouge, that's what you first made it about. Literally in the first thing, that's what you first made it about. The whole of Sonic Generations script got altered. No, it didn't. A few things got removed. No, it didn't. Not everything was altered or changed. Some animations had to get changed to implement new character models. They kept the same fucking script. The whole of Sonic Generation script got scrubbed. Anything terminally online people would deem offensive. You're terminally online. I made one comment in this post specifically saying Gooner. And then this dude fucking bombarded me with a bunch of fucking comments. Non-stop. This dude added me. We had a full conversation. Here's that. Future editor here. I lost the footage. I don't know what the hell happened. It's just gone, but lulnut, you want to add me back for whatever reason so I can look at the old messages, prove a point, that'd be great. Thanks.
Here's the problem with everything I mentioned. A good remaster, not a remaster, is supposed to bring a game forward and simply make it both run more efficiency while both fixing out years-long issue. First of all, not a remaster. Second of all, not the point. The point is Shadow Generations. There were no issues with the game. Maybe adding some special extra content they did. They added chows and a few more changes. Cut content or brand new. It was only brand new. There was no cut to be added. What it's not supposed to do is go ahead and completely alter a game's story. They didn't. Both dialogue and actual cutscenes. They didn't alter actual dialogue, and they only changed some cutscenes because they had to implement a different character model. Is it through your skull yet? They try to appease a vocal minority of people who likely aren't even gonna buy the game to begin with, like you. So stop complaining. Please, it's annoying. The newly redubbed voices sound even more flat than before and make a flow of things even more awkward, knowing what came before. I don't know if there was a redubbing, and if there was, I played through the game and I couldn't care. I got the story through my head perfectly fine. You have a little something on your eyeball there, Sonic. This sucks for me a lot. Cry more. Because I did want to play the new Shadow campaign, then play it. That's not the point of Sonic Generations. The point of this is Shadow Generations. So stop crying about Sonic Generations. I know you own the original game, so just play that. Stop crying. Play Shadow Generations, and if you really want to, go back to a different version of Sonic. Please, stop complaining. But now I'm forced to pay up for a botched, and it's not botched or censored, version of the game I love from 2011, then play the version of 2011, play that version. The money I would have dropped right to play Shadow Generations also gets counted on the Sonic Generations remaster. Not entirely. If anything, you're getting, like, it's two games, right? You're paying $60 for the deluxe version and $50 for the normal version. So let's say your gooned ass is so upset that you only buy the original version. You're paying $50 for Shadow Generations and Sonic Generations. If you take 50, split that in half, you're only paying 25 for Sonic Generations, 25 for Shadow Generations, and if you go back at the original pricing of 2011 Sonic Generations, that is $70 flat. You're spending less money for a version with cutscenes. And also, I saw your comment. I'm not calling you a rapist or a molester, or whatever the hell it was you said. Actually, what was it? Yeah, no, you literally said something like, oh, great, now some random person's gonna go make a video on the internet making fun of me and calling me a rapist. It's sad that more people are posting in here. That's what's upsetting. Was there even more added to this? Dude, I told you to just shut up. Like, it's not that hard. Chiptune, okay, biography over. Then you come in. Chip, please don't waste your energy on this. I told you to do that last night, and here you are still fucking putting energy into something I told you to shut up about. It's as simple as shutting up. If you can't handle an audience, don't be a fucking comic. Okay? You're only making a fool of yourself. I still want to find the one where he's like, oh great, now someone's gonna make me a fucking pedophile, which I am not. I literally said nothing about you being a pedophile. If anything, I think I think Rouge is of age. Not that it fucking matters. To everyone just now coming in, I severely apologize for the child trying to turn what should have been a serious topic into a clown show. You did that yourself, Mr. Nut. I don't know. I'm gonna call you retard. So retard. Yeah, you did that yourself. You did nothing but make an absolute fucking idiot of yourself, constantly complaining about very minor detail changes that had nothing to do with the story, and I know you're just gonna come back with,
oh, but then why did they remove it if it had nothing to do with the story? Because it had nothing to do with the fucking story, so they don't need it in there to begin with. So they're gonna remove it so the people who want to play Generations, Sonic Generations, can get through it faster. And so they can play Shadow Generations. Because some people play things in order, and they kind of want to know the story before hopping into a second story. That's how games work. You're dumb. I hate to be that kind of guy, but cry more. Yeah, honestly. You're just crying. The fucking New York dams. The one that fucking flood over New York Falls. Like, what? These shouty minorities must really have a narcissism problem, but they... Yes! Yes, they really fucking do. Dude. FP2. You kept bringing up FP2 in one of your arguments. I forget who it was. I think I have it somewhere around here. If I don't, editor, make me look like a retard. Put a clown emoji on my face. Thanks. You kept bringing up FP2, and I don't know who it was with, but you thought they sat there, went through your profile, read all of your fucking discussions on an obscure ass game. Alright, that's twice now that thing died, so we're just gonna go on from here. Ah, yes, here we go. Not me making an essay on this gooner. Thank you for the content. Thank you, by the way. This has been a fun time to make. Why are you so eager to paint people like me as a gooner? Because your first post was focused on Rouge the Bat. And you did nothing but just say, I am upset about Rouge the Bat. Among other changes. So, literally, if you go on and say, I am mad about changes and Rouge the Bat, you're pointing out Rouge the Bat. I'm gonna make fun of you for being upset over Rouge the Bat. You are a gooner. Getting mad at Baja, saying, probably, but that's the way it goes. Consulting firms for a video game and advertising decision reflect the time of the normal time we live in. Fair, I guess. Look at Ubisoft, BioWare, hemorrhaging money. They still continue to blame their fans. That's because they're horny. If sales below estimate, I highly doubt they'll pin a blame on changes you've mentioned. That's true. Either way, I'm enjoying the game, never having really played the original. So am I. And then you said, and because of my pride in the wrong... excuse me. Your shit makes me vomit. Your pride is in the wrong spot. I'll tell you that now. Some jagoff is probably going to paint me as a pervert. No, I'm not. I'm simply just saying you're wrong. And everyone else who is talking about this shit is wrong. So, there you go. Yeah, yokai, you spend the majority of your day on this. I got to play the game and at least had some fun. I'm going to say a controversial opinion. Censorship is bad. No. In the right spots, it's good. There was no censorship in this re-release of Sonic Generations. Yeah, thank you, right here. Chiptune. It's not actually censoring anything other than Rouge's model. I feel like everything these two come up with are nothing but strawman arguments. They absolutely are. They won't listen to anyone else's side but their own. Not even Twitter would want you. Die117, you just admitted that it's censorship. Okay. I'm not going to argue about the lines of dialogue, that's a much bigger issue. Okay, but you said, as a whole, the game is censored. If games are art, then they shouldn't be reviewed and corrected like this one. They weren't reviewed and corrected, they were altered. It was removed, because it's not important to the story. That's like saying, if you have the Mona Lisa, okay? You have the Mona Lisa, right? And then someone has the bright idea for the first ever time of showing the Mona Lisa to like throw leaves over it, make it look fucking amazing, put like trees next to it, put a like fucking splatter paint on it, make it look really cool as their own idea, except for it's not their own idea. And that's not the point of the Mona Lisa. The point of the Mona Lisa is the story behind it and the fucking painting itself. If you want to change the direction of the character again, they didn't, then you create a new game and don't hang on to a previous game. Again, they didn't. As for Rouge, it's censorship by 4 kids. Okay.
Well, before we laughed at how pathetic it was, now it's pathetic people are normalizing it? What? Who's normalizing covering a back? I'm not even gonna say censorship, it was covering a back and pushing in a chest plate. Chiptune, again, being right. Who the hell cares? If you don't like it, then leave. You don't have to be here. You could literally be doing anything else other than arguing on internet forum posts. Thank you, Chiptune. Now, is it a scummy move to remove something which was standard? Sure, it wasn't standard, but go ahead. But then again, real-time brawling was standard. And they changed it to an RPG. Okay. Basically, he's saying what they removed was not important. Have you learned that yet? I don't think so. 2 words. Nobody cares. Either buy the game or don't. Your purchases have stakes in nothing. You can't use your psychotic rambling to convince other people of your side. Either stop complaining or shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear you yap on about how much you want to fuck the sexy bat. Pipe down and shut up. I know you're typing up a storm over there, lulnut, because you're a sad existence. Do you want to end up like another grifter in this game's forum that got banned immediately after their thread? Fortunately, you got banned. I'm wishing we can talk, but I don't know if you accepted my friend request. Chiptune, if you are watching this, please add me back. I really want to have a conversation with you about this absolute goon. And maybe even play a few games with you. Like, I would like to try the online version of Generations with you, because this is just funny. Anyway, I love the game. Sega, really do. I love Shadow Generations. Never got to play Sonic OG, Sonic, like, original Generations, but at the same time, the new version, equally as fine. I'm fine with it. It's a game. I am playing it. I got the story through. That's what matters. And honestly, that's all I have to say. Lulnut, if you made it to the end of this video, you obviously didn't get it through your skull still. And I know you're spamming away at my comments section, so, yeah, I'm gonna be the bigger person here, not fucking respond to you, cause that's how you deal with internet online reaction if you don't want to. You just shut the hell up. And take it from what I said originally of shut the fuck up. Bye.